Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Being born poor is a disadvantage, okay? You are at a disadvantage when you are born to a parent or parents who are poor, who do not have the wherewithal to feed you. Not a good breakfast, not a good lunch, and certainly not a good supper, okay? You're poor. And when you have poor nutrition, your brain is going to find it difficult to concentrate on tasks. Okay, you're hungry and your brain is struggling to survive, eating off of certain parts of your body that it shouldn't be eating off of. So that is the first disadvantage. So with this education overhaul, which they say will roll out in 2025, sometimes I want to say it's a bit late, but then I can't, because you came from slavery and many things you do still resemble the past. You still hold on to the past. And although many of you do not mind when your kids are separated from other kids because they're going to schools built by slaves, you seem to like that for some reason. And although that happens, you don't seem to mind that kids that played together are no longer playing together because one of them will be going to a school built by slaves and another one of them may be going to schools, modern schools built by people who were free. And there are a lot of things about the culture there in Barbados that needs an overhaul. Many things. And I guess if you start from education, that's a win. That's a win. You can start with the education process, but then you have to talk to people who have children just because they had a feeling, just because they felt good about someone and they wanted to do something about that feeling. You have to talk to people to let them know, young people to let them know, you have to have umbrellas, you have to have bank accounts, you have to have family members that you can trust, because you can't trust most people. And you know from the slavery I spoke about, that incest is a part of that enslavement. You came from that, and that is part of your DNA, and it is rampant. Let's not hide. Okay? It's rampant there. So with the poverty and the abuses and everything else that goes along, you expect kids to really study and retain information and do what they're supposed to do. It's difficult. It's a difficult task. So it's not only about improving the education. The syllabus itself has got to jerk you into some sort of modern reality. The syllabus, whatever they're teaching you, it has to tell you about yourself and tell you about yourself in the truthful way, in truthful manners. And you cannot keep on talking about, oh, I went to Commonwealth and I don't know why, but I feel I'm better than the person who did not go to Commonwealth. You cannot keep on with that kind of crap. So maybe part of the education reform should mean getting rid of the Commonwealths, the Queen's College, and the Harrison colleges, and whatever else that you have going on there. Maybe you need to streamline all of that. I don't know what you have in mind, but you may need to streamline all of that. Get rid of the schools built by slaves, or maybe get rid of them. Pull them down, just get rid of them. It has to be a total eradication of a whole lot of things. Part of the overhaul has to be almost radical. Okay, so I wish Mia Motley and her administration well with this education overhaul, but if it's not radical, it's not going to work. If it is not a radical move, it is not going to work, because you have to actually jerk Barbadians into a sense of waking up and reality. You have to wake them up with you have to really give them a good thump to wake them up. And Wake them up at a young, tender age with love, with care. And like I said, poor people having children, that's the first abuse. That's the first form of abuse that you're going to give a child. And if it's a boy and the boy doesn't have a father or a role model or someone to influence them, another male, a good one to influence them, you've lost that child to the streets. The streets are going to claim that particular young person. So there are a lot of things that you need to work on. A lot of things, even your crop over festival and the Mother Sally and the King's Council and the Queen's Council. You have a lot to work on. You need to improve on a lot of things, But it's going to take some radical moves. And I know Mia Motley has it in her, but it's the people that she has around her. You have to be cohesive. They have to be cohesive, and they have to be not only saying it, they have to feel it. It is like an energy that you have to push out of you and into your community. People have to think that you really care and you really mean what you're saying. You're walking in that truth. You're walking within everything you say. You walk it. So yeah, good luck. Good luck with the education overhaul. It has been apartheid since from forever. It was education apartheid. I've labeled it as that, and I don't know if any one of you else, if you've done that, but that's how I see it, and I welcome it. 2025 is not that far away, but yet I guess it took Mia Motley. You needed Mia Motley to lead you. You needed Mia Motley to be the prime minister. Yes, you will say what you have to say about her. Her cabinet is big and she uses a whole lot of money, but you need money. You need to spend money to get to where you want to go. You need money. Money is what is going to move the world. It takes money. Money is like energy. You have to look at it as energy, and you need that to move you into the places you need to be moved into. And stop having children if you're not able to feed them well. That is the first instance of child abuse, okay? When you're poor and having children. This is Sherry Veronica.